Okay, we're looking at section 2.6, graphs and technology. So whether you use a spreadsheet or not, you can use your calculator to do a lot of this. And really it's just combining what we've learned about graphs to deciding on which kind of graph that you want to make yourself. And if you want to investigate using Excel, for example, Excel can make a circle graph, a bar graph, and that kind of thing for you. But you would take your own time to do that. So we're not going to be testing on whether you can use Excel to do that kind of thing. So circle the sentences that describe a circle graph. It shows part of a whole. Yep, that's for sure. Displays the minimum and maximum data values. Well, no, it doesn't show it that way. That's more like a bar graph. Represents all the data, and sectors represent part of the data for sure. Okay. Bjorn R. is the manager at a hardware store. He enters the hours each employee worked in a spreadsheet. Raj earned $8.93 per hour. How much did he make for the week? So this workbook needs to be updated with more relevant things, but in any case, so take a look here. This is for March week 1, and that's Raj's hours, so he's working part-time. Bjornar used the graphing feature to display, so he entered that in the spreadsheet, and it can display a bar graph, and so each person, a little bit hard to tell here, but has a different color or a different shade. Usually they're in order, so if they were all working on a day, which looks like that never happens. Oh no, except for Monday. So you can see there's all 4 of those bars together. How does the graph show who did not work each day? So basically, if there's no bar, that person didn't work. Okay, so Raj worked how many hours in the week? So 22 from the chart. Take that times the rate of pay, which was $8.93. So you can just get out your calculator for that. You don't need a spreadsheet. And that's $196.46 with a dollar sign. Okay, next one, Lex worked at a movie theater. Her manager wanted to know whether to have people work fewer hours in the winter. She asked Lex to display the data for the number of tickets sold each month. So there's the chart on the right, tells the number of tickets sold. And what advice would you give Lex's manager for whether to not hire as many? So solution, enter Lex's data into a spreadsheet. What is the total number of tickets sold that year? So again, we don't have to, because if you look below, there are some charts or graphs given to you, but let's total the values up just in our calculator. You can pause the video if you need to. Trying to go pretty fast. Okay, so I got 121,342. Okay. It says use the graphing feature, create at least 2 types of graphs that you think that are good for displaying. So Lex created a bar graph for each month to display the number of tickets sold, and then did a pie graph or circle graph. Which graph shows the percent of tickets sold each month? That would be the pie graph. So percentage of the year. So you can see the largest percent happened in this month, which is the lightest, which is January. So which graph? So that's the circle graph. Which graph shows the number of tickets sold each month? That would be the bar graph. What would your advice for Lex's manager? Well, based on this, she wanted to, the manager wanted to hire fewer people, but based on this, you can see November, December, January is kind of low, but comparatively, the summer in these months here is very low. So as well, you could look at the percentages. I guess December is the lightest. So yeah, so December is the 16th. November is like, I think this is November here. And then it gets, yeah, so these ones here, a little bit hard to tell just with the colors and the shading in this, but certainly from the bar graph, the advice would be do not, so how was it worded here? Wondered whether to have people work fewer hours in the winter. No. I would say that they should work more hours in the winter based on the highest bars in the bar graph. During winter months. And largest sectors in the circle graph. Okay, so it's just basically analyzing. If you want to spend some time learning Excel, then go for it, but you're not going to be tested on that. And then get into practice, okay? So here in the practice, create a graph to display the data. So you could just do it in Excel, but you can just do a bar graph. You would estimate the values. Obviously, you can do basically some rounding, but then you can actually do some calculations. Yeah, so pick and choose some of the questions. You don't have to do all of them because I know bar graphs take a long time.